You're fucking wrong, dude!
Listen.
Are you hungry?
Shut up!
You want some water?
Fuck you!
You want a brownie?
Fuck you!
In Farmington, New Mexico, a brutal murder shattered the peace. On April 6, 2018, 28-year-old Stephen Begay was found stabbed to death. But what drove 17-year-old Trustin Begay to commit such a heinous crime? What secrets lay hidden in a chilling video that would reveal the shocking truth? Chapter 1. A community in shock. Farmington, New Mexico is a small town in the Four Corners region, known for its close-knit community and scenic surroundings. On April 6, 2018, this tranquility was shattered by a brutal crime that would leave the community reeling. The murder of 28-year-old Stephen Begay in a vacant lot near Westside Estates Park sent shockwaves through the town, as residents struggled to comprehend how such violence could occur in their midst. Stephen Begay was not just another victim. He was a beloved member of the community, known for his kindness and generosity. His death was a personal loss for many, and it sparked a wave of grief and outrage that would fuel the pursuit of justice. The community's reaction was immediate and heartfelt. Neighbors came together to support Stephen's family, offering condolences and assistance during unimaginable grief. This collective response was a testament to the resilience and solidarity of the community. Chapter 2. A man of kindness and hard work. Born on September 21, 1989 in Arizona, Stephen Begay grew up to be a hardworking individual dedicated to his family and friends. He was described by those who knew him as kind, trusting, and always willing to lend a helping hand. Stephen's life was marked by his commitment to his loved ones, and his sudden death left a void that could never be filled. Stephen's family remembered him as a loving brother and son who worked tirelessly to provide for those he cared about. His murder not only robbed them of a beloved family member, but also left them grappling with the senselessness of his death. Stephen's impact on his community was profound. He was the kind of person who would go out of his way to help others, often putting their needs before his own. Chapter 3. A chilling night in Westside Estates Park. On the evening of April 6, 2018, police were dispatched to a vacant lot near Piedras Street and Robin Avenue after receiving a welfare check call. What they found was a chilling man's lifeless body lying in the dirt. He had been stabbed multiple times in what appeared to be a frenzied attack. The victim was later identified as Stephen Begay. The crime scene told a story of violence and desperation. Blood trails indicated that Stephen had tried to escape his attacker before succumbing to his injuries. Stab wounds covered his chest, back, left forearm, and shoulder, evidence of the rage behind the assault. Detectives quickly realized they were dealing with a crime of passion. Within hours, the investigation took a dramatic turn when police received a tip through a 911 call that identified the suspect, 17-year-old Trustin Begay. The speed and efficiency of the investigation were crucial in apprehending the suspect. Detectives worked tirelessly to gather evidence and piece together the events leading up to Stephen's murder. Chapter 4. The investigation begins. Detectives wasted no time tracking down Trustin Begay. Even with sharing the same last name as the victim, Trustin was not related to Stephen. He had already developed a reputation for erratic behavior and violent tendencies. When police located him at a relative's house, they treated him as armed and dangerous. A SWAT team surrounded the home to ensure his capture without incident. Initially, Trustin denied any involvement in Stephen's murder. He even attempted to shift blame onto others during interrogation. However, investigators soon uncovered evidence that would dismantle his alibi entirely, a video recorded on Trustin's phone. The video evidence was a turning point in the investigation. It provided a clear and damning account of the events leading up to Stephen's death, leaving little room for doubt about Trustin's culpability. Chapter 5. A troubled youth with a hidden agenda. Trustin Begay's background revealed a history of troubling behavior. Reports indicated that he had brought weapons to school on multiple occasions and had been involved in incidents involving drugs and alcohol. In one instance, he brought brass knuckles and marijuana to school. In another, he threatened classmates with a knife. These actions painted a picture of a young man struggling with anger issues and poor decision-making. On the night of April 6th, Trustin's violent tendencies reached their peak when he confronted Stephen over an earlier altercation involving another individual. What began as an argument quickly escalated into physical violence. Trustin's past behavior suggested a pattern of aggression and impulsiveness. His actions were often driven by anger and a lack of impulse control, which ultimately led to the tragic confrontation with Stephen. Chapter 6: The Turning Point. The most damning piece of evidence against Trustin was found on his phone video recording of the attack. The footage showed Stephen intervening in an earlier altercation where Trustin had assaulted another individual. This intervention enraged Trustin, who pulled out a knife and began chasing Stephen. The video captured an 11-second chase that ended with Trustin repeatedly stabbing Stephen in a fit of rage. The wounds inflicted were severe. Stab marks on Stephen's chest, back, forearm, and shoulder ultimately proved fatal. Following his arrest, police executed a search warrant at the residence where Trustin had been hiding. They recovered blood-stained clothing and the black-handled folding knife used in the attack. When confronted with this overwhelming evidence during interrogation, Trustin finally confessed. His chilling words, "Sorry about lying. Yep, I did it," offered little solace to those mourning Stephen's death. Chapter 7: The Trial and Sentencing of Trustin Begay. Trustin Begay stood trial for voluntary manslaughter in June 2019 at Farmington District Court under Judge Sarah Weaver. Even with being only 17 at the time of the crime, his actions were deemed severe enough to warrant prosecution as an adult under New Mexico law. During sentencing, Judge Weaver expressed regret that she could not impose a harsher punishment due to limitations under the New Mexico Children's Code. She sentenced Trustin to 2 years in a youth detention center, a decision that sparked controversy among those who felt it did not adequately reflect the severity of his crime. Judge Weaver also urged Trustin to seek treatment for his substance abuse issues and anger management problems during his incarceration. The trial and sentencing of Trustin Begay highlighted the complexities of justice in cases involving juvenile offenders. While the sentence aimed to balance punishment with rehabilitation, many felt it did not fully address the gravity of the crime. This case serves as both a cautionary tale and an opportunity for reflection. It highlights the devastating consequences of unchecked anger and violence, while underscoring the importance of early intervention for troubled youth like Trustin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content.